Hello and welcome to this demo of X-ATC-Chatter. This is a new product from Stick and Rudder Studios, and what it is a collection of audio files that we, through a partnership with liveatc.net, we were able to collect a number of these ATC chatter files, edit them, and make them available for use in Pilot to ATC as chatter playback. We're also going to, in the near future, probably in the next couple of months, actually do a separate dedicated player for it. So for those people who are flying an X-plane and who aren't users of Pilot to ATC, they'll still be able to play these chatter files back based upon what ATC facilities you have your comm radio tuned to. What I'd like to do now is kind of show you a little bit about how you install X-ATC-Chatter. We'll give you a little bit of a sample of what the audio files sound like, and then we'll actually do a short flight from Baltimore Washington International to Boston Logan's Airport, and we'll actually use that with Pilot to ATC, these chatter files and everything, and you'll actually be able to hear what they sound like, okay, all the way through. So with that, let's quickly come over here and take a look at how you would install this. So when you purchase X-ATC-Chatter, or if you download the free sample zip file, you'll have a zip file that looks like this. And all you really want to do is unzip it into a temporary directory. So I'm going to use my favorite zip utility here, which is 7-zip. And I'm just going to extract it to this folder. And as long as we're in here, let's take a look at the way this folder is structured. So I think if we just come over here to Downloads and we look at this folder, what you're going to see is it's broken down into regions. Now, right at the moment, we mostly have the United States populated, and we have a sort of a preliminary start on Europe. But the goal ultimately is if we can get enough volunteers helping us with this, we hope to actually get the entire world covered with chatter files. My priorities are get the United States in good shape, which I think it is right at the moment, then do Europe and Canada, and then probably start to work out to the other regions, okay, as we go through. So let's take a look at what we see under each of these regions. Let's take a look at the United States as an example. Under United States, you're going to have a directory called controllers, and this is exactly the directory structure that right now at the moment Pilot to ATC uses to play back chatter files. And then if we look underneath here, you're going to have a folder called approach, and this is where all the chatter files associated with the ATC approach facility. This is clearance delivery. Any center, ARTCC center communications would go in this folder. Departure. And then we have a number of departure ground, departure tower, destination tower, departure Unicom, destination Unicom. And the idea here is we're going to have ATC clips and communications from those specific things. And the reason why we have, a departure tower versus a destination tower, etc., is so that we try to put clips in there that are different between these two. At least they don't come from the same recording, and preferably not the same airport. And the reason being is that when you're flying in X-plane or Prepare 3D or whatever with Pilot to ATC, what you hear when you're listening to tower or ground or Unicom at your departure airport, you want it to be different when you ultimately get to the destination airport. So that's a little bit why this is broken up the way it is. So that it just helps with the immersion factor a little bit. And let's take a look at what we see in here. So, in each of these folders, there's individual clips. And these clips are basically they're edited so that you only have one exchange between a pilot and an ATC. And the advantage of having them all broken down separately like that is that when Pilot to ATC and in future the player plays, it can program a pause in between these clips. I mean, obviously another approach is you could just download a whole bunch of long recordings from liveatc.net and drop them in the folder. The problem is they kind of just play and you have to interrupt them, okay, to be able to do this. And here you're going to get natural pauses in between. So let's take a listen to one of these. If we just come on down here, and I'll just right-click and hit play.
With Delta 1671 with the other 10.6 for 17,000. Portal. I see Derek McRae, Delta 1671. Thanks.
Okay, so you hear how that sounded. And we can just listen to another one here. Maybe we go over to, let's say, Departure Tower, and we'll listen to this one.
Tower 3476 coming up on Rebo 27.
Tower 3476, Tower 12708, range 27, clear to land.
27 clear to land, Tower 3476.
So I think with that you hear what we mean by having a full exchange between the pilot and an ATC. And again, this just makes it a lot more natural when you're playing these back. So how do we install these, okay, within Pilot to ATC? Well, first thing you're going to do is decide what region you want to work with. The files within these region folders, they are actually unique. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at it here, you'll see that they get a prefix put on the front of them, like US dash, and then these three-letter prefixes are the various volunteers that are helping us, okay, to populate this collection. So you can merge regions if you wanted to. Like you could take Canada and the United States, and you can merge them into the Pilot to ATC chatter file folder, and you're playing it back, you'll actually get some from Canada and some from the United States. This probably makes sense mostly for the Canada and US where it's English. You probably really wouldn't notice a big difference between this. It's probably a little bit more challenging to try to do this with like Europe and the United States because there's a big difference between the way those sound. But it is an option, as we try to populate these, if you're okay with it, you could actually merge some of the regions as we get them built up. Ultimately, what we hope to get to is that there's enough clips within each region that you'll be able to basically take the region that you want to listen to, and that's what you'll populate in. And I've actually talked to the developer of Pilot to ATC. Once we have enough of these, his plan is he'll actually improve Pilot to ATC so that it'll be aware of what region you're flying in and automatically pick the right clips, okay, for that particular region. But that's down the road. We need to make sure we can get enough content in here to make that feasible. So if we just go back up here to downloads, what I'm going to do is go in here to X-ATC-Chatter folder. We'll go to regions. And by the way, here's all your documentation and stuff, user's guide that you'll be able to read. I'll go to the United States. And what we're going to want to do is just copy this controllers folder. Okay. And then we just go over to where Pilot to ATC is. And mine's over here on the C drive. And in Pilot to ATC, there's a sounds directory. And then inside the sounds directory is an ATC underbar chatter folder. And this is where we paste these. Okay. And then the last thing you need to do is just make sure that you configure Pilot to ATC properly. And here's an image of what the P2A configuration dialog box looks like. And what you're going to want to do is go to the Sounds tab. And first thing you want to do is check this little radio button here that says Controller Folders. Pilot to ATC has a number of different ways it can play back files. The way it works with controller folders is as you tune in Pilot to ATC to either clearance delivery or tower or ground, what Pilot to ATC does is it looks for those controller folders the way I showed you how they were named, and it plays clips in there, and it plays them pretty much in order that they're found in the folder, and it keeps track of what clip it played last. You also want to make sure that this root folder is set up to Pilot to ATC sounds, which is I think typically the way it is, and you just click play chatter and put the pause between playback. Now this pause, what this really means is it's the maximum delay that you're going to see between file playbacks. Actually what happens is I think it randomizes the number between say a very short delay and up to a maximum of 20 seconds here, and you could set this to whatever you want to set that delay. And then once you get into Pilot to ATC, as you tune your radios, it will actually start playing all these chatter files back. And that's actually what we're going to do next. I'm actually going to bring you right into a flight, and we'll actually watch how that looks. And I will speed up through various phases of the flights. You don't need to be sitting watching me fly all the way from Baltimore, Washington to Logan, but I want to make sure that you see portions of the flight where we're communicating with clearance delivery, where we're communicating with tower and hearing the chatter, ground, approach, departure, and when we're on center, frequencies. You can kind of get a sense of what it's going to sound like. This will also be a little bit of a demo for Pilot to ATC. So for those of you who are maybe watching this video and you don't have it, trust me, I cannot recommend this add-on more. It is the best ATC program I've ever had a chance to work with in my entire time of flying flight simulators. So it's really, pretty fantastic. Now, before we get into the video, the last thing I do want to share with you is we are trying to do this, through a volunteer program. It is a little tedious, to get these clips, edit them, make sure that we've tried to take out any location-specific information, and you'll hear that when you hear the clips. You won't hear clips where it says, Boston ground, United 6626, ready for taxi, that type of thing. We actually edit out the words Boston so that the clips are, fairly generic. We won't edit out SIDS and stars, taxiway references, ramp references, runway references, because that just would be unnatural. But if you at least can get the the unique names like Boston Tower or SoCal Approach, and just turn those into Tower or Approach, it does make it so that regardless of where you're flying in the region, it kind of the immersion is going to be pretty good. So anyways, as I was going back to the volunteer program, it is tedious to do these. A one-man show would never be able to get the coverage that we want. So we already have a number of volunteers that are helping us with this, and we're looking for more. If you volunteer and you follow the guidelines that we have up on our website and how to create these clips, and you participate, once you've submitted 100 high-quality clips that we can put in the collection, we'll give you a free license, to X-ATC-Chatter, which includes all the chatter files we've collected to date, and you'll get the plugin, the separate standalone plugin for X-Plane, if you don't happen to be a Pilot to ATC user, once we get that done. So hopefully that will help a little bit to get more volunteers and help us to populate this more. What I have found is the more files you have in a region, the more immersion you get. You tend to have less of a chance of hearing repeats. So without further ado, I'm going to get right into the flight, so you'll have a chance to hear all of this, and hopefully you enjoy X-ATC-Chatter, and hopefully you'll take a look even into Pilot to ATC if that's something that you're interested in. Okay, thank you very much.
Morning Center, Alaska 550, level 370.
Alaska 550, Center, good morning.
Washington International Marshal Information India, 1454 Zulu, winds are 141 at 5 knots. Visibility 10 miles. Skies broken. Temperature 13, dew point 6. Current altimeter is 3010. Arriving and departing runway 10. Washington International Marshal Information India, 1454 Zulu, winds are 141 at 5.
Clearance, Southwest 1017.
Southwest 1017.
Didn't get a CPGLC, we've got Zulu.
Alright, let me try to find it. Stand by. Southwest 1017, your clear cage in 2 departure. Single transition as filed, squawk is 2527.
Southwest 1017, cleared the cage in 2, sting a transition, then as filed, squawking 2527.
Southwest 1017, you're back correct, see ya.
WestJet 626 ready to copy IFR clearance.
7.
WestJet 626 is cleared to Kilo Bravo Oscar Sierra, fly the Paleo 3 departure, with the AC transition, then as filed. Expect departure runway 10. Climb to 4,000 feet via the departure. Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.55 squawk 5264.
WestJet 626 is cleared to Kilo Bravo Oscar Sierra, fly the PALEO 3 departure, with the AC transition, then as filed. Climb to 4,000 feet via the departure. Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.55 squawk 5264.
WestJet 626 readback correct. Altimeter 3010 contact ground on 121.9 or when ready to taxi. Have a good afternoon.
Altimeter 3010 ground on 121.9 or WestJet 626.
Ground, good afternoon. Double 878 with you approaching 7 Whiskey. You have the clear.
Make right center Whiskey Alpha Towers 135.3, good day.
353 Whiskey Alpha, Southwest 878, good day.
Southwest 3982 Towers 35.3, good day.
35.3, okay. Okay, I'm Frontier 1198, 1 Whiskey.
Frontier 1198 ground, hello. Runway 34 taxi via Foxtrot.
34 right via Foxtrot, Frontier 1198, we are waiting.
WestJet 626 ready for engine start.
WestJet 626 engine start approved.
Engine start approved WestJet 626.
98, you'll be ready to roll?
Yeah, we'll be ready.
Right on, Frontier 1198, monitor tower 135.3, have a good day.
35.3, good day. Frontier 504, 1 way, this way.
Frontier 504 ground, hello. Did they tell you to get numbers to the left or the right?
We got them both.
Frontier 504, thanks. Runway 34 left, taxi straight ahead.
34 left, straight ahead, Frontier 504.
WestJet 626 ready to taxi.
WestJet 626 taxi to runway 10 via taxiways Juliet, Bravo, November, Alpha, Foxtrot, hold short runway 15 right, and runway 10.
Taxi to runway 10 via taxiways Juliet, Bravo, November, Alpha, Foxtrot, hold short runway 15 right, and runway 10 WestJet 626.
Ground, good afternoon, United 2031 Heavy, 3 Whiskey with Whiskey, taxi.
United 2031 Heavy, ground, runway 34 left, taxi via Golf and Whiskey Alpha.
34 left, Golf Whiskey Alpha, United 2031 Heavy.
United 74 ground, hi that first southwest, runway 34 left, following.
On the first southwest to 34 left, United 74.
United 2031 Heavy, monitor tower 135.3, good day.
1353, bye-bye.
WestJet 626 contact tower on 119.4. Enjoy your afternoon.
Tower on 119.4 WestJet 626.
Air 1479 at
Blue Streak 5443, Watch Tower, you guys ready to go?
Ready to go, Blue Streak 5443.
Blue Streak 5443, runway 15, line up and wait, check your transponder code, you're not showing up on the ground radar, be ready to go, you turn the corner.
Transponders on and runway 15, line up and wait, Blue Streak 5340.
November 890 Alpha, are you guys ready to go?
That's affirmative, sir.
November 890 Alpha, runway 15, line up and wait, traffic lands runway 19er twice.
Alright, line up and wait, runway 15890.
Tower WestJet 626 ready for departure 10.
WestJet 626 winds are 130 at 5 knots, cleared for takeoff, runway 10.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10 WestJet 626.
Limerick 6275, don't stop as you turn the corner, traffic's inside the 3 mile final, runway 19er, clear for takeoff.
Number 6275, clear takeoff, runway 19, keep it rolling.
Tower American 1460, ready to visit 19.
American 1460, tower runway 198, clear to land. You got a helicopter about a half a mile to the east of you at 1,000 feet, no factor.
All right, clear to land 19, American 1460.
WestJet 626, you have traffic at 2 o'clock, 4 miles at 1,400 feet.
Delta 2847, runway 19, line up, wait, company 4 mile, final beer for immediate.
Wait, runway 19, Delta 2847.
TCAS alert.
WestJet 626, turn right heading 110, cleared current position, direct speak then as filed.
Heading 110 cleared, direct speak then as filed. WestJet 626.
WestJet 626, climb and maintain 1,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 1,000 feet. WestJet 626.
WestJet 626, maintain 17,000 feet. Climb and maintain 17,000 feet. Contact Potomac, departure on 124.55. Have a good afternoon.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet. Departure on 124.55. WestJet 626. Departure WestJet 626, climbing to 17,000 feet.
WestJet 626, good afternoon. Radar contact.
You got it. Tower 5557 to maintain 4,000, good rate down. All right, down to 4,000, got 6557. United 765 to maintain 4,000. 710, center maintain 4,000, United 765. Envoy 3377 over Xena, contact Air Tower 128.15. 128, Piola Xena, Envoy 3377. Approach Go 61.
WestJet 626, climb and maintain flight level 230, contact Washington Center on 132.05. Have a good one.
Center on 132.05, take care. WestJet 626.
277,000.
Center WestJet 626, climbing to flight level 230.
Horizon 27.
WestJet 626, good afternoon. Radar contact.
765, clear at Gaviota. All right, direct to Gaviota, Horizon 2765. November 5, Delta Golf, contact center 127.17. Good morning.
12717, you have a great one as well. 5 Delta Golf. Center Galaxy 815, Juliet Whiskey 350.
November 815, Juliet Whiskey Center, good morning. What's your Mach number?
Decimal 80, 5 Juliet Whiskey.
5 Juliet Whiskey, roger. Maintain Mach 80 or greater for space.
80 or greater, 5 Juliet Whiskey.
Southwest 1027, climb and maintain flight level 370.
370, Southwest 1027.
Southwest 1429, what's the indicated there in the climb?
305.
Southwest 1429, right at 300 or greater, then as you train.
WestJet 626, expect the ORW7 arrival with the HTO transition for the ILS approach to runway 27 with the claim transition at Logan International. After call cleared, direct Hampton East Hampton, contact Washington Center on 127.02. Have a good afternoon.
Expect the ORW7 arrival with the HTO transition for the ILS approach to runway 27 with the CLINA transition after COL cleared. Direct Hampton East Hampton Center on 127.02. WestJet 626.
Transition Mach 78.
Center WestJet 626 at flight level 280.
Southwest 16.
WestJet 626, good afternoon. Radar contact.
46, you can maintain 300 knots for the climb out, and then transition to Mach 78.
Okay, 300 knots and Mach 78, Southwest 1646, thanks.
WestJet 626 descend via the ORW7 arrival with the HTO transition altimeter 3002 at Logan International.
Descend via the ORW7 arrival with the HTO transition altimeter 3002 WestJet 626.
665 is 26.4 descending 240.
American 665 center, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Okay, call 390.
Spirit Wing 305-286, descending to 240.
WestJet 626 contact Boston approach on 118.25. Enjoy.
Approach on 118.25 WestJet 626.
305, stand to Roger, switch.
WestJet 626 descending to 3,500 feet.
WestJet 626, good afternoon. Radar contact. WestJet 626, turn left heading 005, maintain 3,000 feet.
Heading 005, maintain 3,000 feet WestJet 626.
WestJet 626 cleared for ILS to runway 27, fly heading 305 to intercept final.
Cleared for ILS approach to runway 27, fly heading 305 WestJet 626.
WestJet 626 altimeter 3002 at Logan International, contact tower on 128.8. Enjoy your afternoon.
Altimeter 3002 tower on 128.8 WestJet 626. Tower WestJet 626 inbound for ILS approach runway 27.
WestJet 626 radar contact. Continue ILS to runway 27, call when established on final.
Continue ILS to runway 27, will call when established on final WestJet 626.
Compass 5793, the wind is calm, turn left heading 210, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Left turn 210, 24 left, clear for takeoff, compass 5793.
WestJet 626 on final runway 27.
WestJet 626, winds are 270 at 10 knots, cleared to land runway 27.
Cleared to land runway 27 WestJet 626.
Tower Redwood 1890, angling base 24 left.
Redwood 1890, Tower, good morning, and following an RJ on a 3-mile final tropical holding position, runway 24 left, clear land.
Clear land 24 left, Redwood 1890.
United 414, contact departure.
Air 414.
100.
Compass 6042, right 24 left, line up and wait, traffic on a 4.5 mile
40,
final, be ready to go.
30,
Super left, line up and wait,
20,
compass 642.
10.
Skywest 3076, left at Echo 13, left on Echo, then ground point 65.
For 13, left on Echo, ground.
WestJet 626, exit runway when able.
65,
Compass 6042, RNAV Delray, wind calm, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Delray, clear for takeoff, 24 left, compass 642.
Boutique 341 tower following a 737 on a 2-mile final. Caution, wake turbulence, traffic will also hold in position, right 24 left, clear land.
Right 24 left, clear to land, 341.
Clear of active WestJet 626.
WestJet 626, welcome to Logan International. Contact ground on 121.75. Enjoy your stay.
Ground on 121.75 WestJet 626.
Ground JetBlue 2126.
JetBlue 2126, go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stay right here and actually have our ground crew switch.
35 cross runway 10 at Golf, and then join Foxtrot, hold short of runway 15 right.
R435 incoming, crossing 10 Golf, holding short of 33 right on Foxtrot.
WestJet 626 request taxi to the gate.
WestJet 626 taxi to gate Alpha 6 via taxiways Echo, Sierra, Whiskey, Kilo, hold short runway 04 right, and runway 04 left.
Taxi to gate Alpha 6 via taxiways Echo, Sierra, Whiskey, Kilo, hold short runway 04 right, and runway 04 left WestJet 626.
Delta 1233, let the Southwest pass you left or right.
We'll get late, Delta 1233.
WestJet 626 ready to cross runway 04 right.
WestJet 626 cleared to cross runway 04 right.
Cleared to cross runway 04 right WestJet 626.
Southwest 500, taxi X-ray.
Southwest 500, runway 15 right, taxi via Tango, Hotel Papa.
15 right, Tango, Hotel Papa, Southwest 500.